here, okay? What do you want from us?
How much more do you want from me? And we're back.
Hello, girls. We're back.
And we're back. We're back.
And we're back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Cha-cha-cha. Hey, y'all. It's your girl, Taylor.
And Toya.
This is the Heaux Bag. Be sure to subscribe to our podcast on your favorite streaming platform and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at _Heaux Bag. That's _HEAUXBAG. Keep up with our shenanigans. Bye.
Bye.
Is you ready? Is you ready? Is you ready? Let's
Okay,
go.
okay. 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 Is you ready? Is you ready? Is you ready? Is you ready? Okay. Hey, that could have been that was a little bop.
I'm here for it.
And we're back.
We're back.
This episode is called You're Single Until You're Married. Let's get into it. So I'm going to go right into Twitter news. I saw a post and it was by Miss Heather Rose. She says, who's more desperate? The girl who messes with the man who has a girlfriend, or the girl who knows her man is cheating and stays through multiple girls?
Ooh, that's a loaded question.
May I ask that again? Who's more desperate? The girl who messes with the man who has a girlfriend, or the girl who knows her man is cheating and stays through multiple girls?
Time out. You know what's funny? Today is Sunday, and I feel like you preaching.
Let me say that again.
The Bible says.
Pass the collection plate. Our Cash App is in the link tree. If the Spirit leads you to send a donation, nigga, send a donation. Okay?
I'm gonna say it one more time. Who? It says, the word says, who is more desperate?
A man that sleeps on the floor can't fall out of bed. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me.
Sorry.
Okay. So how do you feel about that statement? What is your thoughts on that? Because, you want me to get into what some other people said real quick?
Say it for, yeah, because I have a loaded.
It is a loaded question. Okay, again, who's more desperate? The girl who messes with the man who has a girlfriend, or the girl who stays knowing her man is cheating through multiple girls? So one of the girls says, the girl who knows he has a girlfriend, because why you so pressed to play second? Another girl said in response to her, I feel like I thought this way. Then somebody was like, once you find out about the other bitch, then you're playing second. Fuck me right up. And I was like, damn.
I don't think so.
Then another person said, exactly. They ain't lie to you. And in reality, shit, you really might be the third or fourth the way these niggas are set up. We really don't know.
Wait, they talking about the girlfriend or the wife?
The girlfriend. No, we ain't saying nothing about no wife, because you single until you married. So the last person said, I came here to say facts. A nigga let me think I was first for 3 years and I was like number 3 or 4. And then the last girl, she was like, y'all sure are putting a lot of emphasis on somebody that's single.
Hell, I agree with.
Because at the end of the day, I mean, yeah, like, to me, the word girlfriend don't really hold that much weight. Neither does fiance, because you're still not married.
No, gosh, this is very loaded. I feel like, if I can address all these. So I feel like the girl who is just the girlfriend and finds out that her nigga keeps sleeping with other people.
Is she the desperate one?
Absolutely. Like, a piece of man is better than no man. Fuck that. I'd rather be by myself. Like, what are you missing? Like, just a warm body at night? Go on TikTok and get you, you can go on TikTok and get you a warm body. Like, I don't think it's that serious. I was trying to say Tinder, but
I was gonna say TikTok in particular. Okay,
just go wherever. You can walk outside and get you one. I don't think that but that speaks more to yourself, like low self-esteem, like desperate. So yeah, I would say that the girl, if you're just dating around and you find out somebody got a girl and you just like, I'm just here for a good time, I don't give a fuck, that you probably got other people going, like you probably dating other people as well, and you don't think nothing of it. So I wouldn't call it desperate. You're just like, okay, I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
And what it said was, who's more desperate? The one that knows he has a girlfriend. So apparently there was some truth here. So there was let's not forget the guy here, because who's really to blame here? The guy. He's the one in the committed relationship. He tell somebody else, yeah, you know what I'm saying, I got a girlfriend, but I'm feeling you, blah, 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 blah. So he really kept it real with her. You back here lying to your girlfriend. So
he's desperate for lying, because if you gotta lie to keep some pussy, I mean, you also you homosexual, you need a place to stay.
You know what's so funny? I was just listening to that podcast I was talking about, and the dude was literally talking about that. He was like, man, there are women who, this was really deep though, and I never heard it like put the way he did. He said a woman's place is supposed to be home for a man, but there's so many women that don't know themselves. So they will never feel like home. Like it'll just be a close body sleeping to them. So the reason why a lot of men go out and cheat is because she ain't home. So now he was like, you can still be a homosexual fucking with a woman that don't feel like home. And I was like, damn, that was deep. So then the ending message of that was hurt people, but that shit was real deep. And I was like, damn. So I think if I'm in a relationship and I'm the one that continuously gets cheated on, once again, a person is going to do what you allow them to do. So,
but then that also goes to the question, what is cheating?
You know what?
I know that was like the thing at the bottom of our list of things to do.
Nah, let's talk about it, because I screenshot something that this girl had said in reference to that. Oh, I thought I did.
And I'm going to always stand firm on this. Cheating is what you define in your own relationship. Your relationship rules are your relationship rules. If we are a couple that we go out and we fuck other people together, that's our thing. Some people wouldn't agree with that. Some people would say, hey, this is cheating. I can't do it. Some people say liking bitches' pictures is cheating. Some people are like, I don't, like we got bigger things. Some people are like spending money on a girl is cheating. And some guys are like, I just spent money on her. I never fucked her. But to me, that's worse. You gave her our resources. So it just depends on what you define as cheating. If you went to get your dick wet, like,
I mean, she just sucked it. It ain't like I fucked her. Great logic, buddy.
But it was stupid as hell. But my thing is, when guys think with their dick, we all know this, it has no value behind it. Like,
absolutely.
Whatsoever. It's literally, they pull their dicks out to have pissing race. Like, they're just, guys are, I'm sorry, John, but y'all just be doing shit. And so, like,
John sit here like, now how I get into this?
We need a camera.
John over here catching straight bullets.
but I think that it just depends on what you define, because some people, like, back in the day, they knew their husbands had illegitimate children, but they were like, hey, this is our family, so you need to make sure you still pay these bills. We'll make sure that baby's fed or whatnot. Yeah. But that ain't got shit to do with our family. We still got a bigger goal, because that was a moment of weakness. So it just depends.
So this girl had said flirting is cheating. Messaging others behind your partner's back is cheating. If you got to hide and delete things so your partner doesn't see, that's still cheating. It doesn't have to be physical or a commitment to be cheating. Don't get it twisted. And I low-key feel that because
it's disrespectful.
It's disrespectful, but what you hiding something from? Like, what are you hiding from me for? If I'm your spouse, you know you're doing something wrong because your conscience won't let you just leave it there. You're trying to hide some shit.
But I think that also goes to, again, what happens what's okay in y'all's relationship. Because, like, I've been in relationships where we like, yeah, look what this nigga said. Da, 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 da. We talking. She asked me if she can come suck my dick. I'm like, yo, see what she gonna say.
Right. But that's you being That's you being open about it.
If we weren't open about it and you hid it from me, then it's like, okay, now I feel like it's something going on sneaky, and that feels cheating. It feels like you're stepping out on our boundaries of our relationship. So it just, I just think, what do you define as something important at this moment for you?
So let me see. What if you were dating a guy, right? Mm-hmm. And you met him through a dating app.
Okay.
You guys started getting serious and you notice he's still on that dating app. Like, you thought it was serious, so you deleted the app. Mm-hmm. He still has the app. You can still see the little fire from Tinder or whatever these little notifications are. Do you check him on it? Or do you be like what? Let's say y'all get into a relationship and you notice he still has it on his phone. Does he use it or not? Who knows?
To me, I'm like, what are you on here for? Like, you're still looking for something that.
But what if he says, I didn't delete it, I don't even be on there, it's just still on there?
That's the problem for me, though. I'm like, because you're still looking to hook up and have conversations with other people. So you're telling me that I'm not enough for you. So at that point, I'm the type of person, I'm not finna argue and put no energy into it. Two can play this game, nigga. I've been caught on the dating apps before. This is.
And is. Okay, so story time.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
So I'm on Hinge, for y'all that don't know what that is. It's a little, a little swipeable app or whatever. I'm bored. I'm on there. I'm like, oh, this dude is kind of cute. So swipe right, boom, it's a match. I'm like, okay. So I think I sat back and let him say something first. And we're exchanging. I was like, I know you from somewhere before. Cause me, I never forget a face. I'm like, I know I seen you somewhere before. So he like, where you think you see me from? I'm like, man, I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but I never forget a face. So he tells me his name is Isaiah. I'm like, oh, okay, nice to meet you. Wooty whoop. I was like, you got an Instagram? He like, no, I was like, are you from New Orleans? And he was like, nah, love, I'm from Mississippi. But he keeps saying love. And he was like, you still trying to figure out where you know me from? I'm like, nah, you just keep saying love. So I figured you were from New Orleans. So I was like, you got an Instagram? He like, nah, I don't have no Instagram. But if you go out or something, you probably have seen my brother and my cousins out. So I'm like, okay, fuck it. I give up at this point because I'm not going to wreck my brain over it. It's going to come when it comes. So we exchanged numbers. He texts me the next day. Nothing too major. I happened to leave from recording. I go out to eat and I'm sitting there dog ass tired. He's texting me and he's like, I'm about to get a drink. He took a picture of it. So I took a picture of my margarita. I sent it to him. I was like, yeah, I'm eating by myself. He was like, so you should FaceTime me. I mean, no, he was like, send me some pictures. And me being me, I don't like sending niggas pictures. So I sent him this like.
People still ask for that?
Yes. But now I get, just let me finish. Now I get it. Cause I was like, he don't have an Instagram. Cause I was just gonna be like, just look at my Instagram.
Okay.
So I ended up sending him like a picture when it was like Yo Gotti, 21 Savage and everybody when they was looking at Meek Mills when he was talking, they was like, I sent him that. He was like, yo, what the fuck? So I sent him a picture and he sends me back like some hard eyes and shit. And then this girl comes in and she sits next to me. So me and her talking, we having a really good conversation and we start talking about niggas. She's like, girl, me being from Virginia, it's so hard for me to find a dude that I don't think is sassy. I'm like, girl, me too. Fuck. We talking or whatever. So then I'm like, man, so I'm on Hinge and I seen this cute dude. I was like, that's what I'm texting right now. She's like, ooh, let me see. So I pull his picture up. She gets up and busts out laughing. She was like, that's my homeboy. I'm like, girl, quit lying. She's like, no, I swear to God, that's my homeboy. Let me show you his Instagram. So she pulls his Instagram up. I'm like, that's funny. Because he said he didn't have no Instagram. She like, bitch, let me see our text messages. So I show her the text. She was like, he got a girlfriend, right?
Of course. Wow.
I'm like, no. I was like, what's even more fucked up, right? I was like, so where do you stay at? He was like, oh, I live in Katy. I'm like, damn, you at a gas range. Like, you ain't never got to worry about me coming to kick it with you because you stay in Katy. Right. Like, no. He's like, that's not far where you stay at. So I tell him where the area I live in. And he's like, so with the looking eyes. And I was like, so what?
Oh, he wants you to invite him over?
So that's what I'm thinking. He's like, so that's not that far with the looking eyes again. And he was like, what's up? I was like, you finna meet me at Cyclone Anaya's? Like, I don't know what you looking at me like that for. So then, as me and her are talking, I'm like, let me take a picture of that. So I take a picture of his Instagram profile. And I'm like, matter of fact, I'm going to read you exactly what I said. So y'all can all hear collectively how stupid this nigga sound. Let's see. This dude said... Oh, this is the picture I was talking about that I sent him. So I said, damn, that's wild. That quick I stumbled upon your Instagram laughing my fucking ass off. He put my Instagram question mark. So I put his name from his Instagram on there. He says, that's my twin. He the one that has a girlfriend. So I'm asking her, I'm like, this nigga got a twin? She's like, bitch, no. So she goes through and shows me his brother. She was like, why is he lying like that? So I said, that's wild. My friend said you're from Mississippi and you don't have a twin because she knows you from there. But okay. He never replied. So then the next day when I went to go tell my friend about it, I was like, He done unmatched me from Hinge.
Girl, you asked too many questions. I just came on here to fuck. That's it.
So well, he's circulating on Twitter now because I done uploaded his whole thing on there. I was like, damn, I hope your girlfriend know you on this hoe looking for bitches.
That is hilarious.
So my homeboy wrote back and was like, shit, she probably on that hoe too.
Probably, girl.
But it's like you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Why would you do like? First of all, this is the problem that I have with if you're single until you're married. You don't know. And you put me in a fucked up predicament. Not only did you lie about your name because your name wasn't Isaiah, you said you didn't have an Instagram. I stumbled upon it. All of this could have been avoided by just being truthful and honest and saying, hey, yeah, I got a girlfriend. You know, me and her be having our little ups and downs or whatever the situation is. So I'm really just on here to fuck around. How you know I'm not no bitch that feel like, oh, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm down with the get down. Right. You didn't even give me the opportunity to tell you what type of time I was on. You decided to put the ball in your own court. And secondly, what if that girl never came in here and shit started to spark or whatever? And I was like, sure, come through, come to my house. Now your girlfriend following you to my house. Now you put me in such a fucked up situation. And then niggas turn around and play victim and wonder why now I'm outside with a bat beating your shit in.
And look, I'm here.
Nigga, you put me in a fucked up situation. Or why your girlfriend shoot you? Like, come on. It's 2022.
But you know that whole thing, you were saying something earlier. You were like, something, titles don't matter, like girlfriend.
Yeah, girlfriend don't hold no weight. Fiance don't hold no weight.
Wife don't hold no weight. Like,
you ain't lying.
I mean, because and I think, again,
it's unfortunate.
It's all, like, people get married young or they get married behind, you know, religious reasons and all this stuff. And then they still go out and they cheat and they decide later on they want to have other families or they just don't want to be in these marriages. And it's like, you put this woman through hell and it's for what? Like, why do you hold on to it? But niggas really be out here just disrespecting the fuck out their families like it ain't nothing. I think when you asked that Twitter question earlier, who's the more desperate one? If you are married to a man and you know he's out here having kids, bringing home STDs and stuff like that, to me, you're the desperate bitch. Like,
desperado.
Because I could walk away from that shit as the side piece. Not condoning side chick behavior at all, but what I'm saying is it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, to be put through all this bullshit, unless there's some like financial bind that y'all are just legally intertwined and it's just cheaper to keep them. I personally couldn't do that shit. Like, I hate to see it. And I can only say this as a street representative.
In the streets adjacent.
Now I'm adjacent. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I've had my lover's quarrels where I've found out that a man was married and he's lied and said, nah, I'm finna get a divorce, or she don't even live with me. And then
that's just my roommate.
That's just my roommate. But I'm the type of person to go, I'm not fucking up no relationship. So if I run across, I've done the whole, hey miss, you still with this nigga? Because if not, like, I'm just confused. Like, I just want you to know, and if you give me the green light to go ahead and keep fucking with him, I will. But I want to know that we all are in accordance. You're not gonna be at my house,
absolutely,
trying to bust my motherfucking windows
absolutely.
out. So, like, I'm that type of person. People don't like it. But I don't want to be caught up in no bullshit because niggas be lying. Like, you just never know.
And once again, I feel like I always have to say this. It's not a nigga bashing platform here. However, it's all about perspective. So when we get on here and we talk and we say niggas do this and niggas do that, we can only talk about our perspective. Yeah, and our experiences. So I don't go out here fucking around with women, so I can't sit here and say, yeah, women do. We all know women lie too. We all know that. However, we're talking about our experiences and dealing with the streets and who we've dealt with since we've been out there.
And my friends ain't never cheated on you. So that's a you problem.
Exactly. Sorry, hate to see it. So do you think that marriage changes a person? Do you think they're able to, like, they have it in them to change? Or do you feel like you can't turn a hoe into a housewife? If it ain't in you to be a loyal person, it just ain't in you to be a loyal person.
So I'm gonna say this,
because that's a hard question. I don't even have the answer for that.
I am associated with a group of females that I won't directly identify, and all the hoes got married first, and they thrive in marriages. So I mean, I don't know, like,
You know what? But I think like when it goes back to, we've talked about this on an episode before, living your life and experiencing and having fun and hoeing around or whatever versus living that wholesome life. And then you get married and then somebody's going to not be fulfilled, I feel like, whether it be the man or the woman.
I think they both, if I'm correct, just hearing stories, I think these couples have an understanding like, when they get passes, they get passes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but they didn't experience that fun. And then that's what maybe brought them together because they're like, shit, we can have fun together. Whether that be swinging, whether that be whatever the situation is.
I agree.
You're living your whole wholesome self.
I'm here for it. Listen.
Me too. It's better than being in some toxic, putting up a mask bullshit
relationship. And then when all the rules aren't followed, then you're depressed because you tried to follow it to a T. And this is, I really wish that people would start publicizing these new age relationships. Like not to get back on Will and Jada, but it was rumored for years, probably 10 plus years, that they were swingers. If that's the case, I would want y'all to talk about it and let people know this is our marriage and this is how it works for us, and y'all can kiss our motherfucking ass. T-Pain said him and his wife go fuck bitches together. Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert, they fuck bitches together. That's their thing, and I think it's easier for them to indulge in that behavior than it is to try to have this perfect relationship. And then everything falls apart because it wasn't the Russell and Sierra version of what you thought.
I absolutely agree.
So I
wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah, so I don't know why I'm stuttering.
Because we up here preaching. Yes, sir. Preaching on this Sunday. It's going to come to you on a Toxic Tuesday, but just know that the spirit is moving in this room.
So it's not, you can turn a hoe into a housewife. I mean, but do people want to be housewives? I saw this other thing the other day, and gosh, we never try to talk about religion, but it was like all the conservatives talking about there's not enough room in heaven for that behavior. We wouldn't want to be up there with y'all niggas anyways. I wouldn't want to be a housewife if that's what a housewife is. I'd rather be a hoe wife. Like, you
see you in hell.
I'm saying, like, the way y'all define some shit, I don't want to be associated with. I'd rather take my little toxic ass relationship and go have a good ass day.
A blast.
Same thing with marriage. And I wanted to touch on this because I know we're coming up on time. My dad was a player from the Himalayas, and he was married twice.
Mine too, Lord. And he's his third marriage.
But he said he's been in this relationship for like 15 years now. He said, I'm never getting married again. He was like, this is the best relationship I've been in. And he was like, if she puts an ultimatum on me, then we'll cross that bridge. But he was like, until then, I don't see nothing wrong with it. He was like, marriage is for young people, from his perspective. And granted, my dad is a heavily devout Christian man, but he said this one thing right here it works perfect for me. We don't have to intertwine our finances, legal stuff. And he was like, this is gonna be the woman I'm gonna be with until the day I die. And so it works for him. And I was just like, if my dad, who's so gun-ho on like Christian traditions, can sit up here and say this just works better for me, I also agree. Like, whatever works for me because I don't want to subscribe to these things that society says I have to do. And then I'm miserable because I got caught in some bullshit. So
I agree. Different strokes for different folks. And I think when it comes to that older, like let's say our parents' generation now, I think they've done what they saw their parents do. So again, I think our parents are unlearning things and now they're seeing what works for them. Shim, I got an aunt that lives with her dude and that's what it is. Do what works for you at the end of the day. But I don't think, I don't know. There's always going to be something that's a little deeper within, and that's why that person isn't walking away from the relationship. So I wouldn't call them stupid because sometimes that is all not saying that's a reason to stay with somebody. You've been with them since you were 15 and now you're 34 and he keeps fucking around on you, but he pays all the bills and he does, and you look up and you're from 15 to 34 and you have nothing to show for that relationship except for 2 kids in a house that's in his name.
I was your lover and your secretary.
I mean, hopefully y'all learn from like the situations that you put yourself in. Sometimes we got to take accountability as women and not always point that finger at the man because he's doing what you allowed him to do. Is he right? No. But are you right for staying? No, because you can walk away.
And the crazy thing is, people are like, it's not that easy. And I didn't know what I don't know. And to an extent, I agree. But you got so many people out here who tell you, hey, you can leave. Hey, you can start saving money. Hey, you can get a side job. Hey, you can do XYZ. It's going to take work. You don't want to do the work that it takes to get up out of your situation. And they probably don't even watch this because they wouldn't want to listen to nothing like this.
And I think it's also an example. They're trying to show this, like you said, the society picture with a bow on it for maybe their kids. Mm-hmm. And then 2, they don't want to be a failure to all those. Let's say it was all these bitches that was like, I can't believe he marrying that bitch. She like, I ain't even finna get these hoes a satisfaction. Or I'm not even finna, my daddy that didn't walk me down the aisle because he didn't support this marriage, and my mama that didn't show up to the wedding.
Now I gotta prove him wrong.
Prove him right.
I mean, you don't want to prove him right. Right. Fuck that.
That's what I say. Shit.
Fuck that.
They gonna be your number one supporters for you to get the damn divorce. They gonna tell you I told you so, but they still gonna help you. Like, you know what? You come on home. We knew you wasn't gonna be happy. But we glad you seen it on your own.
Put in the work to if you know you want to get a divorce in 2 years, this isn't going away from the thing. But just saying this, if you know, look, I'm just so unhappy. I've been unhappy for X amount of time. The cons outweigh the pros. So what I'm going to do is start saving a little money here, go get a certification here so that I can support myself and I don't have to go back to my parents' house.
Absolutely.
Oh, I got these 2 kids. Now, look, women been doing it for decades.
Yep.
Co-parenting, being a single parent, like there are resources out there. It's hard. It's hard fucking work. I'm not going to say you wake up and it's just easy, but it's possible if you want to do that. Because I don't believe in being miserable for your entire life, especially if you're probably only 30 or 40 years old. You still got a, God willing, 40 plus years to live. So just don't sit up here and be miserable with somebody. Or like my other homegirl who is married and is a valid believer in this, cheat back, sis.
I don't stand by that statement, but whatever works for you.
It works for her, and I think she's like, I'm not married, so I can't say that.
I was going to say, take this advice with a grain of salt.
It works for her. I've known several women who are like, you know what? He step out sometimes. It works for them.
Right.
But they're happier doing the non-conventional right thing. So just stop trying to be this picture perfect person and go be happy. Either leave or do something about it. But don't just sit there and be miserable.
Because look, at a certain point, stop calling my phone because I don't want to hear it.
Oh, y'all know Toya listens to it before I listen to it.
Call me first. Just don't call her at all.
I just told you what to do. Or shut the fuck up.
Or shut up. It's always an option. Talk to God. Don't talk to me.
Ooh, I know some man. I'm going to have to put some hashtags on this because, man, these bitter bitches up here telling my wife cheat back. Yup. Leave me. Now she done left me. Yup.
Hey, go be with the other little funky hoe you was cheating with. Man, I forgot that Tyler Perry movie where he ended up being in a wheelchair, couldn't move, and she eating.
I just watched that yesterday.
Boy, she was tearing that food up. She's like, you hungry? Why don't you get your little bitch to get you something to eat?
Brenda.
Yeah, Brenda. That hoe left you. Like, I really wish more men watched these movies, though. Like, because that's what it always ends up being. The one that you cheated on her with only was with you for something. These women don't want you to be their husband. They want you because you are providing something financially. You got more shit to lose than they do, which is your wife, so she can hold that over. I'm gonna stop because I'm getting too big into the code. You know I'm about to break the girl code. Never mind.
But you know what? To kind of piggyback off of that, I was talking to this one guy who's married and loves his wife, and he was telling me, Taylor, if I'm a cheat with a bitch that also is married and got
something to lose. Yeah. Y'all be out here y'all be out here cheating with hoes that stay at fucking Courtyard at Texas Southern University. Like, she don't give a fuck,
and
she
will blow up your whole life.
She finna be standing outside like, remember on Atlanta? You owe me reparations, nigga. I'm outside. Yeah. All right, and on that note, we finna drop a whole tip.
I think we dropped a bunch of gems right here.
You know what? On that note, we out.
All right, peace.
Bye.